This is Crazy John. I'm here with Jeffrey Gaines, and we're in Cape May. Jeffrey, you spoke today. You had a lot of good stuff to say about advice for people on writing songs and what motivated you and how you wrote songs. Yeah. Maybe there's some of that you could share with the people out there.
Man, it was a blast. It's like I didn't really know what I was going to do, right? But you know, you got a group of people who are aspiring, you know, songwriters, musicians. People want to get to the next level, and I just really, what you try to do is express to them what you've done, how it happened for you, how it can happen to them. Mostly I focused on staying true, staying on point, staying true to like your initial convictions, like what you started out to do when you first set the dream in motion. Now, as you go down the path, you know, life's going to be pushing and pulling and trying to divert you from that point and path. And you got to stay true to that, because at the end of the day, whether you got big sales or no sales, you're going to have to be happy with the work that you've done and what you're going to leave.
I like what you said about believing in yourself and keeping your own vision clear, because you said people will wear on you and try and bring you down. And you said earlier when you started out how you played to nobody, but then you were playing to, then people, when they realized that they liked your stuff, then it was the same stuff you always were doing.
It's like, I think that blew my mind. That was my first sort of brush with the intangible, weird energy of perceived fame. Perceived fame is like, because I mean, prior to my record coming out and being legitimized by, other acts that I went on tour with, or being reviewed with multiple stars in Rolling Stone or things like that, I played the exact same set to like tables and chairs, and then all of a sudden a perceived fame made a curiosity happen, and people are like, oh man, this guy's been legitimized by the world, so that means it must be good. Let's go down and check him out. It's like, dude, I used to laugh to myself, say, man, you had me in your backyard every Friday night, man.
They always say, they always say you have to go away to become famous.
I think that might be the case though too. You got to actually prove it elsewhere. So I mean, I've been proving it, for years now. I mean, looking back now, 20 years I've been performing in front of people, professionally, and 15 actually with albums out in stores and stuff. So, we're pressing on, we're keeping it going, and after 6 albums out, who knows what's next. But
I liked what you said too about you didn't want to get pigeonholed as people thinking you're acoustic acts, so you purposely, did play with an electric guitar then and showed them you could do different stuff.
Yeah, I just wanted to really, tell the whole story, because I mean, before I started playing, solo acoustic, prior in the 80s and stuff, when I was joining bands, I was like front man, and I didn't even play guitar. People just had me as a singer. So, there was a whole like performance element to what I used to do that I wanted to quickly incorporate, before it wasn't shown. It'd be too late to show. So by the second record, I just made all the same songs that could have been played acoustic, played them on electric, and just opened up myself to, that tour, 94's tour, got to play a whole lot of colleges and a younger group of people, and more energy, more fun. Took a band out live. We did a bunch of TV and stuff. Whereas it wouldn't have been exciting, say, just me playing solo, and Conan O'Brien. It's better, like, fun young show, like have the band with rocket drums, bass. So, you just got to keep on moving. You got to keep on diversifying, so you learn something new each time.
I really like what you said to the young man too that asked you about writer's block, and how you told him he shouldn't have that, and you don't want to get that thought in your subconscious, because that messes you up the rest of the time.
Yeah, I mean, I sort of went out on a limb with that guy. He really touched me. And I told him, told him straight, I was like, dude, tonight, this moment, that's the last time you're going to say that. Don't say those words ever again, because, your subconscious mind is receiving everything. I mean, I hate to get all heady on you, bro. But,
Scientology, no.
Yeah, I hate to get all heady, man, but like everything that you receive seeps in there, man, and the seeds are set, and then they grow after their kind later on, man. So I told him to free his mind, and his ass will follow, from George Clinton,
I also like what you said about getting out there and trying other instruments, although you normally don't play them, and you just get out there and do it, because that expands you and gives you more to do. And you said that people shouldn't be afraid to do that.
No, they really should not, man. I mean, don't be too proud to, I mean, you have to make mistakes to learn stuff, and sometimes people get so much ego that they become stagnant, because it's almost like, it's like, oh, I'm too cool to, I mean, just like take it off of music right now and say, snowboarding, rollerblading, whatever, try it, do it. And they're like, oh man, I can't fall down because I'm too cool. It's like, yeah, well then you never will do it. You'll never even learn it. You'll never even know that you could have liked it, that it could have led your world and your life down this kind of path or whatever. Same thing with music, you know. When I'm in the studio and you get an idea and you're like, my God, what's that instrument over there? You know, like sometimes the studios have stuff in-house. You're like, what is this thing, man? And it's like, well, I think I've been fooling with it, not afraid to fool with it, and you know, after a couple of days of sitting there with it, I'm recording a track with the damn thing, and I never even saw that. And, you know, and it's like it's on your record, and you know, I mean, I'm a fan. I get on the Mellotron, and I can't play piano, but I can produce and make some great, you know, effects on my albums playing a Mellotron. You know, you just got to be open to it, open to the paint box, man. It's like the limits. You shouldn't even have any limits. That's why I told all these kids in here. It's like the fact that you're thinking about limits right now. It's like you're the only one limiting yourself, man.
That's very, very true. I believe that. I tell you what, I'll let you get going. But anything you'd want to say in ending to your fans out there?
Oh man, I love you. You know I love you, right? Man, and you know, I just want to say everybody stay healthy and happy, and I'll see you all this summer, man. Music Fest.
There we go.
Music Fest, man.
Well, thanks a lot, and lots of good advice you gave people today, and we hope you have many more good years of being out there performing.
Thank you, guys.